minute. Okay, so we're going to start with a micro meditation, and micro meditation is 1 breath to 1 minute of thoughtful breathing, and we can do it in lots of different ways. And last time we connected, we just inhaled for a count of 5, we held at the top, and exhaled for 5, because this is the most productive breath. It happens to be perfect for the brain, especially midday. Inhaling for 5 is long enough to let the brain get a nice amount of oxygen, the body to think clearly and to communicate effectively. And matching the exhale with 5 is helpful to relax the nervous system. And together they kind of make us alert and awake, but relaxed and calm. And so today we're going to do a micro meditation, but we're going to trace our fingers. So for those of you who might need movement often to feel sort of out of your sort of to get out of the thinking mind, this can be really helpful. It's also a great tool for kids, and if any of you have children, to teach meditation too. So find a comfortable spot sitting in your chair, both feet on the ground. I want you to take an inhale through the nose, bringing the shoulders up to the ears. A big exhale through the mouth, releasing the shoulders down. And then bring your right pointer finger to the base of the left pinky. And we're just going to inhale and trace up, and as we exhale, trace down each finger until we get to the thumb, and then we'll move back to the pinky. So place that right pointer finger at the base of the left pinky, closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. If closing the eyes doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can always gaze at your hand or a few inches in front of you. And then beginning by taking an inhale and slowly tracing up the pinky, holding at the top of the breath and then slowly exhaling down. Maybe counting to 5 as you inhale the next finger. And exhale for 5. Drawing down the other side of the finger. And so continue to trace each finger slowly in rhythm with the breath. Remember, you're in no rush. And then once you get to the base of the thumb, taking another inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose or mouth. And then begin again by tracing up the thumb. And down the other side. And this time, feel the sensation of tracing each finger. In no rush. And when you get to the base of the pinky, taking one last inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. And then letting The hands fall by your sides or in your lap. And slowly opening your eyes. Taking a moment to check in with yourself and just notice how you feel. And I'll continue to chat a little bit more about meditation and mindfulness, and you can keep this sensation of peace and calm in your body, heart, and mind. So last week we talked a lot about informal practices. So micro meditations, what we just did. And we discussed how we can incorporate just one breath into our everyday lives before a hard conversation or after one, and know that you are a meditator when you do that. Just even one deep belly breath, bringing all that oxygen into the body and into the mind, helps us to think clearly, to show up effectively and alert, right? And then we also discussed realistic self-care. So this idea that we can expand our awareness of what mindfulness and meditation really are through joyful routines. So if you choose to focus your awareness on one activity, maybe right when you wake up or at lunch or before you go to bed, just choose one thing you really enjoy to do, like making coffee or tea or reading a book or listening to a song or petting a dog or, going for a walk. And just being there for that activity, feeling the sensations and smells and aromas and sounds that occur while we, do this one activity. We'll notice when our mind wanders and bring our awareness back. This is meditation. This isn't a traditional meditation practice, a more formal one where we sit and meditate, focusing on the breath. It's much more informal practice, but it is meditation. So just encouraging all of you to, take a few moments each day to do something that you totally enjoy and be there for it. For me, that looks like making coffee, my little French press every morning. I love it. It takes 7 minutes, but I'm there for it. I'm not on my phone. And when my mind wanders, I bring it back. So this week, I want to talk a little bit about more formal meditation practices, and I want to lead you through a meditation poem. So more formal meditation practices, that just means that in this meditation, you typically have one anchor or focal point. It could be a sensation, a sound, the breath. And you'll just maybe sit down or lie down and focus on that one thing, whether it's the sensation of the breath or a sound. And you'll notice when your mind wanders and you'll bring your awareness back. And yes, this does help us relax. But also each time we sit down and meditate for just a few minutes, it could be 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's difficult for our brain. Our brain doesn't know the difference between sitting down in a formal meditation and having a really tough conversation. Both feel like adversity for the brain. And so today, when we sit together in community and focus on this meditation poem, and you'll notice your mind wandering and you bring it back, you're developing mental and emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from hardship. Now, of course, we all develop resilience in our own lives through experience. But in meditation, we get to have this opportunity to build mental and emotional resilience, strength, in sort of a chosen container. So we don't necessarily have to go through all the life adversities to build this ability to deal with hardship and adversity. We can do that in our meditation practice. And coupled together, we become very strong people, able to deal with whatever adversity knocks on our door. And we know that adversity will knock on all of ours. So that's one of the reasons why we want to meditate, because meditation is so hip, but why? I want you to feel empowered if this is something that you want to do, that you actually know why this might help you. So Another really good why, and then we'll move into this meditation, is that when your mind wanders, wherever it goes in meditation, if you happen to notice a pattern or notice what comes up for you, this is really powerful information. Our minds are wandering so often. Our minds are wandering almost 50% of our waking lives, and we're not even aware of it. And all of this mind wandering is, directly correlated to stress and anxiety, feeling tired, apathetic. But each time you notice where your mind wanders, maybe you write it down or you see a pattern, it gives you the opportunity to let go of old habits, old thought processes, old beliefs that might not be true for you anymore. You know, the mind is just, and the mind, the body, the brain, anxiety, they're all trying to just help us to make sure that we don't make a mistake again, or that we remember a mistake that we made. But the thing is that we already know. We remember, we're not going to do it again, hopefully. And so this whole aspect of meditation, where we notice the mind wandering, gives us a bit of power to let go of some of these aimless, sort of not important places that our mind goes to. It lets us let go of that. So then maybe our mind is wandering a little less, then we can feel more productive, we can be more present in our lives, and feel healthier, happier, and less stressed. Because if you have recurring thoughts all the time and you never take time to notice them, then we can never let them go. And they just continue to play in the background on autopilot. So meditation helps us to let go, to say no thank you to these reoccurring thoughts. When I think about reoccurring thoughts, I think of this frustrating neighbor. We have constantly in the back of our mind, we've got negative thoughts, reoccurring. And I think of them as, if we never take time to notice them and then say, thank you, no, thank you, then they'll never go away. So I think about this as, a neighbor who loves to bake, and they just keep baking you cookies like every freaking day. And you don't even like cookies. You don't even have a sweet tooth, or like maybe you're gluten-free and you just don't want them. And she's making glutified snacks. And every day you ignore her. You don't open the door. And she puts another plate of cookies just like on your front door. And day after day she does this. She's not getting the hint. She loves to bake cookies. And so she just keeps stacking them up and up and up until, they're past the door. And so one day you open up the door when she comes by and you say, no, thanks. No, thank you. I don't want that. I don't want those cookies. They're not for me, whatever it might be. And she gets the point and she leaves and she gives cookies to somebody else. And then she's not coming back to your front door anymore. So the idea being that these thoughts that we have, a lot of us, common stressors, tend to show up in the mind, and meditation gives us the opportunity to say hello, but no thank you. So anyway, we could get really into that maybe in another session someday, but those are some really good foundational sort of whys. We can be better for our partners. We can show up less stressed. We can let go of some ideas and thoughts that do not serve us. We can allow our mind to stop wandering so much. And we build mental and emotional resilience through choice. And that is just so empowering, so that next time hardship and adversity knocks on your door, your mind is literally more familiar with dealing with it. And therefore you act from a more peaceful, calm-centered place. So that's all I have in terms of the chatting, because I want to lead this meditation. And of course, if anyone has any questions or comments or things that are coming up for you, feel free to type it in the chat so that we can go back and answer those questions for you. You know, If one of us has a question, a lot of the time, most of us have the same one. So let us move into this meditation. So we're going to find our meditation positions. We've done this before now. Putting both feet on the ground. And going ahead and closing your eyes if that feels good for you. Or allowing yourself to gaze a few inches in front of you, not particularly focusing on anything. And just let your hands relax by your sides or in your lap. And unclench your jaw. Relax your eyes. Unfurrow your brow. Just relax the whole face. And allow this sensation of relaxation to move throughout the body. Letting the neck release all tightness and tension. And the shoulders. Releasing the abdomen. And just feeling totally relaxed in your chair. Bring your awareness into your breath. And feel the sensation of the breath moving in and moving out as you breathe. Feeling the cold air move through the nose to the back of the throat. And the warm air as you exhale through the nose or mouth. Just settling into the sensation of each inhale and each exhale. Knowing that right now you're exactly where you need to be. I'll recite the lines of this meditation poem, and you simply recite the lines in your mind in rhythm with your breath. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. I calm my body and mind. I smile. I dwell in the present moment. I know this is a precious moment. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. I calm my body and mind. I smile. I dwell in the present moment. I know this is a precious moment. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. I calm my body and mind. I smile. I dwell in the present moment. I know this is a precious moment. Let's go ahead and simplify this poem, repeating the words in, out, calming, smiling, present moment, precious moment. In, out, calming, smiling, present moment, precious moment. And continue to repeat these words in rhythm with your breath. If you forget a word, simply begin again. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. Staying here for just another moment. In, out, calming, smiling, present moment, precious moment. When you're ready, you can let go of these words, bringing your awareness back into the body against the chair. Take an inhale through the nose, audible exhale through the mouth, letting it all go. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers and open your eyes. Feeling into that sensation of relaxation that you cultivated in your body, heart, and mind. And knowing that you can bring this with you throughout the rest of the day. So thank you so much. I'm sending love and kindness in your direction. And if you have any questions, feel free to type it in the chat and I'll stick around for a few minutes. Otherwise, thanks for joining, just like Kristen said.
Thank you so much, Molly. That was wonderful.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glad you feel great. You too, Raymond. Have a wonderful day. You're welcome. You're welcome.